Namaskar. Welcome to my class once again. Today we shall discuss Sonnet 34 by Edmund Spenser. This has been taken from Spenser's collection of sonnets known as Amoretti. Dear friends, as you all know, Spenser was an English poet of early Renaissance. He was a contemporary of William Shakespeare. Edmund Spenser was born in 1552 and he died in 1599. Shakespeare was born in 1558 and he died in 1603. So both Spenser and Shakespeare were contemporaries. They belong to the same period of time, and it is mostly because of these two people a large number of sonnets were written in English. Now, this Amoretti, that is the first question. What does Amoretti mean? Amoretti means little loves or little cupids. Now, what are cupids? Cupid or cupids, they are Roman gods of erotic love, gods of love. Now, we must have seen a naked winged boy, usually with bow and arrows. In some pictures, they are pictures of cupids. Now, the next question is, when was Amoretti published? My dear friends, Amoretti was published in 1595. And what are these sonnets? What is the theme of most of these sonnets? The theme is love, his courtship, his romantic affair, and subsequently his marriage with Elizabeth Boyle, B-O-Y-L-E, Elizabeth Boyle. And how many sonnets are there in Amoretti? There are 89 love poems. There are 89 sonnets in that. So let us now find out what the poet talks about in this poem. The poet says, like as a ship that through the ocean wide by conduct of some star doth make her way, when as a storm has dimmed her trusty guide, out of her course doth wander far astray. This is where the first stanza ends. Now, Spenser and Shakespeare, they were different from the Petrarchan sonnets, sonnets which were written by Petrarch. Now, how they were different? What had Petrarch done? Sonnet, as you all know, is a 14-line poem. So Petrarch had divided these 14 lines into an octave, O-C-T-A-V-E, of 8 lines and a sestet, S-E-S-T-E-T, of 6 lines. But Shakespeare and Spenser, they differ from Petrarch in the way that they divide the 14 lines into 3 quatrains, Q-U-A-T-R-A-I-N-S, 3 quatrains of 4 lines each, so 3 into 4, 12 lines, and a couplet, C-O-U-P-L-E-T, a couplet of 2 lines. So now Spenserian sonnets are also different from Shakespearean sonnets. How they are different from Shakespearean sonnets? Now, the rhyme scheme in Shakespeare is A-B-A-B, C-D-C-D, E-F-E-F, G-G. The 3 quatrains they are not interlinked so far as the rhyme scheme is concerned. But in case of Spenser, the rhyme scheme is A B A B, then B C B C, then C D C D, E E. E E, that is the rhyme scheme of the couplet. Here the three quatrains are interlinked. How they are interlinked? So far as the rhyming pattern is concerned. Now, here the poet compares himself with a ship. Now, what happens to a ship? He says, just as a ship which is navigating through an ocean which is away from the land, which is there in the navigating in the, which is journeying, the ship is traveling, people are traveling in the ship is voyaging in a vast ocean, there is water everywhere, nothing else is visible, you can see only vast expanses of water. How does it navigate? Now, these days you have sophisticated equipment, you have computers, you have sophisticated navigation equipment which helps you to find exactly in which direction you are heading. So these days you have sophisticated equipment, but those days sophisticated equipments were not there. So how did the ships travel? Now the ships took the help of compasses or constellation of stars. So depending on the position of the stars, or from the position of the stars, they found out in which direction they were actually heading. Now when the ship is conducting itself by looking at the position of the star, but suddenly suppose a storm dims the trusty guide, her trusty guide. Who is her here? Her is the ship. Who is the trusty guide of the ship? Whom can the ship trust as a guide? It is the constellation of stars, the collection of stars, or a particular star that shines in the night sky. So it is the night, it is the star in the night sky that shows it the direction. So it relies on the star and moves. But what happens when, now suppose the star is covered with stormy patches of cloud. Suppose there is a storm, patches of cloud are there in the sky. Now the star is not visible. So there is every possibility that the ship would travel out of her course, out of the path. The ship will travel out of the path. It would wander, it would move here and there, not in the direction in which it is supposed to move, but here and there. Obviously not in the direction in which it is supposed to move. So it would move far astray. It would move here and there in an unruly manner. I mean, it was supposed to go in a particular direction, but then no star was visible. So it would now go in a different direction. Nobody knows where exactly you are going, because wherever you want, wherever you look, you only see vast expanses of water. And if it is night, everything looks completely dark. So how would you find your direction in complete darkness? So this becomes difficult. So, the poet is comparing himself with a ship. Now, I have already told you that the poet was writing these sonnets to Elizabeth Boyle, whom he married. He was in love with Elizabeth Boyle, whom he later married. So, he is writing all these poems. He is comparing his beloved with a trusty guide, with a star. Now, he compares himself with a ship and he compares his beloved with a trusty guide or star shining in the sky. So he says, just as a sheep goes astray, sheep loses its sense of direction in the absence of the star in the sky, in the absence of the guiding star in the sky. Similarly, I have lost my sense of direction. So I, whose star that owned with her bright ray me to direct. So now that the star is not there to direct me, to take me in the right path, right direction. So how do I feel? I feel as if I am wandering. I have lost my sense of direction. And where am I moving? Where am I wandering? In darkness and dismay. So darkness shows complete confusion. So there is complete confusion. There is directionless direction. I am not moving in the right direction. There is complete confusion. I don't know where I am going, whether I am moving in the right direction or not. So my life has become, I have become completely confused. There is a lot of confusion. There is a lot of confusion in my life. So, you know, this might be hinting at some disturbances in their relationship. This is quite natural. Lovers experience all these things. Disturbances happen, problems come, troubles come in their life, in the lives of lovers. The life of the lovers is never a bed of roses. So there are some problems at times. Perhaps he had fought with her. Perhaps she had gone away from him for some time. So now there is complete dismay and darkness. I'm wandering in darkness and dismay. Darkness, da is the first sound. Dismay, da is the first sound. So da sound has been repeated. This is alliteration. Alliteration. What is alliteration? Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds. Darkness and dismay. A line prior to this, he was saying, my star with clouds is overcast. So, just as clouds overcast or hide the star in the sky, similarly, I feel as if something has overcast my star. My star is my beloved. So, there is some problem, there is some difficulty. There might have been arguments also. There might have been fights. Right? So, through hidden perils round about me placed. Perils placed. Another example of alliteration. Per sound has been repeated. So now there are perils. What are perils? Perils are dangers. Now, what kind of dangers does this ship face while it is traveling in the darkness of the night? There can be mountains. There can be huge boulders on the water. And there can be mounds of ice. Right? So, now that there is no guide in my life, I feel as if my life has lost its sense of direction. I am not traveling in the right direction. There is complete confusion. There is directionlessness. I am not moving in the right direction. So there is a lot of confusion. There is a lot. I have become panicky. But he says, yet I hope when the storm is past, my helice, the lodestar of my life, Helice, is helice. It's not hellish, it's helice. It's a Greek word. Now, what is the meaning of helice? The Greeks identified this constellation and they named it constellation Arctos, Arctos, constellation Arctos. It, this is a pole star. This is a pole star. So, he compares his beloved with helice. So he says, one day or the other, I am very confident that my helice, my lodestar, my guiding star, my pole star will come back to my life. So there is a sense of optimism towards the second part of the poem. In the first part of the poem, there is pessimism, there is doubt, there is trouble. He is tortured by the absence of the beloved. But towards the second part, there seems a resolution. There seems a solution to the problem. He says, I am quite hopeful. I am not pessimistic. I am optimistic. I hope one day or the other, my helice, the lodestar of my life, will shine again and look on me at last. So now she is not looking on my face. She is angry with me. She is dissatisfied, disgruntled with me for some reason. But a day will come when she will come back to me. And once she comes back, once the difficulties, the star is overshadowed, covered by patches of cloud. So just as when the storm subsides, storm is over. When there is a storm, the star is covered with patches of cloud. Now, once the storm is over, once the storm subsides, clouds go away, they are removed, and the star shines once again. So he says, one day or the other, whatever has taken my beloved away from me, whatever problem we have, this problem will be solved. And so solution of the problem is equal to removal of the patches of cloud that covers the star. So one day or the other, the problem will be solved, there will be a resolution, and my pole star, my helice, will shine once again with lovely light, alliteration once again, to clear my cloudy grief. Clear, cloudy, claw sound, again alliteration. So what kind of a grief I have? So why is there grief or sorrow or pain? Why do I experience grief or sorrow or pain? It's because there is some disturbance. So this disturbance will one day be removed. And once that happens, she will shine like a pole star once again. And once she shines like a pole star, a guiding star, once again, all my problems will be solved. I will have her very happily. But my friends, till then, I wander, careful, comfortless. So till that moment arrives, till the moment the problem is solved, how do I wonder? I have to wonder very carefully. Just as when the star is not visible, how has the ship how does the ship to move in the sea? Very carefully, slowly, right? If it moves fast, there is every possibility that it might dash into a mountain which is lying under the water, or huge rocks which are lying under water, which are not visible to the naked eye. So it has to be careful. So similarly, I have to be very careful. Till my beloved returns to me, I have to move careful, obviously comfortless, because I am not happy, I am dismayed, I am sad, I am sorrowful, nothing can make me happy. And there is a secret sorrow. Secret sorrow. Saw sound, again alliteration. And naturally I have to carry the sorrow, I have to carry the grief, I have to carry the pain in my heart and move here and there. So if life is a journey, I have to undertake that journey. I can stop here. Can you stop in the middle of life saying, no, no, my beloved has gone away, I won't do anything? That is not possible. So he says, okay, life is a journey. I have to undertake the journey even without her. No, he hopes this is temporary. Such phase in life is only temporary. And he says, how would I move till then? Sorry. In sad pensiveness. Pensiveness, doubtful mind, sorrowful mind, unhappy state of mind. So in that state, I have to continue till my beloved comes back once again to me. So my dear friends, what is the rhyme scheme here? Last word of the first line, wide. Last word of the second line, way. Then guide, then astray. Wide, way, guide. If wide is A, way is B, guide is again A, astray rhymes with way, so it is B. A, B, A, B. Then ray. Ray rhymes with way and astray. So this is B, connecting one. So B, overcast. C, dismay, again B, placed is C. A, B, A, B, B, C, B, C, C, D, C, D, and comfortless, pensiveness. These are different. E, E. So I hope this helps you understanding of the poem. Thank you very much. Namaskar.